are making today a carrot cake, which seems to be a very common favorite. I haven't eaten much carrot cake because it usually doesn't call to me. I like zucchini cake and zucchini bread because I know it tastes good. But, so today what we're doing is we're trying to make a carrot cake with my signature style, which is basically, I'm just good at it, and everyone's favorite. We will, in addition to doing the carrot cake, we're also going to do the cream cheese icing as well. So you are definitely going to need a block of cream cheese and a stick or half cup of butter. So if you want to get that out now, so it's soft by the time that we get to the icing, it's a good time to pull it out. Yeah, we already did, but just so that you're ready for it.
I don't know if it'll be much softer.
No, you're probably gonna put it in the microwave, but we're just not the cream cheese, the other one. All right. So what today we are making? Literally, this is the title of the recipe is carrot cake. That's it. There's nothing special about it. It doesn't come from a special place.
Really fancy.
It's really fancy. It is still part of that recipe book that my grandmother and her church put together, Sharing Our Best. So that's where it comes from. And so here we go. What you are going to need, and you're going to start with the dry ingredients, is you're going to need 3 cups of flour. And we are using Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour because it's awesome. So 3 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Of course, because it is an old recipe, they just say soda. Do not put Coke in this. Don't put club soda in it. No 7-Up. It's baking soda.
I mean, I get it. It takes less space, but it's a little more straightforward if you say baking soda.
2 teaspoons of baking soda, please. Listen to that. Half a teaspoon of salt.
1.
Okay, count. 2 teaspoons, 2, of cinnamon.
Because we are not doing 3.
No, that would be like light your mouth on fire, carrot cake. And that's not what the recipe says. Now, and it says sift it all together. This is my sifter. Mostly because the idea of sifting is to introduce air into it. It makes the cake not so stiff and thick and solid. It lightens it up and adds air to it. You can do the same thing with a whisk. Mix together oil and sugar in another bowl. All right, so once you have the dry ingredients together and whisked or sifted, as you see fit, mix together the oil and the sugar. So you're going to need 3/4 cup of sugar and a cup of oil. I know this seems like a lot, but with carrot cake you need the oil to help keep the cake moist, which seems strange because carrots are full of water. But I think in the combination, especially with gluten-free flour, you're really going to need a fair amount of oil. It still seems like so much oil. Most of the cakes I make, they need, what, half a cup of oil at the most?
At the most, maybe 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah, 1/3 to 1/2 of a cup of oil. So there you go. All right. So then it says mix together the sugar and the oil. And so I'm just going to use a spoon because once you get the lumps of sugar kind of mixed in, you're basically making a oil soup. So then what you want to do once you have your sugar and oil is you want half of this into here. How's that? That's half?
About.
All right. Now this is where things get kind of interesting. You're not going to use your spoon. You're going to use the mixer. Add, and mix well. Beat in carrots and pineapples. So I think I'm going to use a spoon for this. Yeah. I'm going to use the spoon for this and mix well, right? And then we're going to add the carrots and the pineapple. So if you're wondering what you need, I should have probably said this first. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. Measure out crushed pineapple in juice to 8 ounces. It says 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple with liquid, and I'm like, I've never seen a can that small of crushed pineapple with liquid. So measure out 8 ounces of crushed pineapple. And then you need 2 cups of grated carrots. That's more than 2 cups, I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah. We're probably not going to use all that carrot.
Probably not.
But you do need 2 cups of grated carrots. So into this mixture, which is the oil, the sugar, and half the dry ingredients that we whisked together, you add the 2 cups of carrots, 1 cup of pineapple plus juice, and the half cup of chopped nuts. We used walnuts. 1, 2. Right. Perfect. I don't know what you want to do with that.
I'll let the cameraman eat it.
Okay. You can have it.
You seem to want it.
All right. Well, just set it to the side then,
I will.
because 2 cups is enough carrot. All right. So I'm gonna start with beating in the carrot, and then I will add the other things. Pineapple, 1 cup with juice. You do want all the juice because the juice will really help with mixing everything together. Okay. Thank you, darling. All right, and then you add in the nuts. Nuts.
Slowly, just
Double
all at
vanilla.
once. Cool.
And then we need vanilla. How much vanilla? 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Okay.
All right, so what you're going to get, this does look like our tuna, but what you're going to get is kind of this mixture of carrot and pineapple, and then the black bits are the, what? You're smelling pineapple.
Well, no, I was still smelling vanilla. I was like, yeah, it doesn't smell too bad. And I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, it still smells pretty okay.
Still smells pretty okay, doesn't it? Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna look weird, but it's gonna be delicious. Add vanilla and the rest of the dry ingredients. So we'll do the vanilla first. That's a lot of vanilla though. Totally works. I'm good with that.
Right, because you hate vanilla.
Oh yeah, you know me. So anti-vanilla.
I see. I finally got it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the vanilla. All right, and then it said, add the rest of the dry ingredients, and then add the eggs 1 at a time. So go ahead and just keep going. All right, woo. But they did say add the eggs 1 at a time. So, and then beat until well blended. You want to hear that? Yeah, it's already smelling really good. It smells really good. All right. Last egg. This, then they say, beat until well blended and then bake. They don't say put it in the pan. They don't say divide it. They just say take that bowl and shove it in the oven. Gotta love these old recipes. Anyway, we are going to put it in the pan.
What?
Did you grease it?
No.
No. Okay, so the...
Do you think we're going to need to?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Ah, damn.
Yes. Okay, so grease a 9 by 13 inch pan because the recipe actually called for an 8 by 12 by 2 inch pan. I don't think they make those anymore. I think they've decided that 9 by 13 is actually a better size. But that's good. That'll give us enough cake, right?
Great.
I will do.
You know, Dad's gonna come out here and be like, what'd you do, make tuna?
It does look like tuna. So, there's your cake batter. Because they said, bake it. Put it in the cake pan and bake it at 350 or 177. She's throwing things at me now.
Yes, I know.
All right. Oh, it's the timer. She threw the timer at me. For this one says 35 to 40 minutes. I'm guessing, given our oven, and it's going to be 40 minutes. Yeah.
Well, I'll start at 37 and we can check.
And it says bake until brown.
Yeah.
And a toothpick comes out clean. And then ice with the cream cheese icing. We call it cream cheese frosting, but people have different names for things, especially back in the day. So, I think what we'll do is we'll put this bad boy in the oven, and then we'll bake it for however long, 47 minutes?
No, 37.
37 minutes.
47.
37 minutes. And we'll bake it till it's brown, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like and show you the icing. So what we're going to do is, once you get your carrot cake out of the oven and let it cool for a little while, because you're gonna have to let it cool to put frosting on it, otherwise the frosting will just go off the cake, and then what fun is that? Not fun. But you still need the frosting to make the cake. So to make the sweeten the cake. So what you're going to need is 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 1 stick or a half a cup of butter. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and some powdered sugar. Now the reason I say some is a lot of these recipes call for like 3 cups of sugar, and you will not need 3 cups of sugar.
A pound of sugar.
That's right. You won't, and it's powdered sugar. It's not even just regular sugar. So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna start with the ooey gooey, and then we probably at the most are gonna put in 2 cups at the most.
I agree.
Because it's got to flow and it's got to be elastic enough, but you don't want more than that. I think more than that would make your taste buds go, wow, this is sweet. So, now some people really like it sweet. I tend to err on the side of less sweet, so we're gonna do less sweet. All right, so the first thing you need to do is melt the butter. I think we could melt it a little bit more. Why don't you melt it a little bit more? Because they actually say melt the butter. So maybe
10 seconds.
yeah, you want it to be really, really soft, because this thing, I'm gonna add to it. And it said, blend in sugar, cream cheese, vanilla, and lemon juice. All it says is, throw it all in there and blend. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
So much more fun.
No. What I would suggest you do is put the butter in, melt it, then add the cream cheese, add the vanilla, add the lemon juice, then add the sugar. The sugar is the last thing to add, because then you'll know how much you need. All right? But first, you need to add the cream cheese.
Nice. That came out rather nicely.
I'm a master.
Yes, I know.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blend these two together first, and then, see? You don't need, it doesn't have to be exciting. The idea is just mix them very well together. Then you can start adding the other ingredients. You need a teaspoon.
Just a lot of vanilla this time.
It is very vanilla-y. I think it's gonna help though. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right, mix that in. Okay, last individual thing that you're going to add is the lemon juice. Again, low speed, mix. Okay, Now is when you're going to start adding the powdered sugar. I wouldn't do that. I would do a half teaspoon or half cup at a time. And the reason is that way you can really control how much sugar you're adding, because I've already got a fair amount of frosting. Now it's not sweet. It's not going to taste good yet. But what the thing about powdered sugar is it's very sweet for a very little amount. So a half cup of sugar to start, and then you're going to start adding, okay? A lot of these recipes say 3 cups of sugar. Don't do that. Start a little at a time and build up until it's sweet enough for you. And again, slowly blend. Nope, needs to be sweeter. Wait. Humans, wait.
What if?
Quarter cup?
Yeah.
Again, we've just put in a cup of powdered sugar. Now we're adding a quarter cup, because you want it to taste like cream cheese, but you don't want it to be sour. But you don't want it to be so sweet that it unbalances the cake.
Well, and that's the thing. Cake is not terribly sweet, so I'm thinking this might need to be just that much sweeter.
I think it's good enough. So that was a cup and a quarter of powdered sugar to all the other ingredients. Again, you want to balance between a not horribly sweet cake, but still a sweet cake, and the cream cheese and the lemon juice, because there is a little lemon juice in here. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really nice addition to your cake. Yeah, I wouldn't add more than that. But again, you can always make cream cheese buttercream to your taste. If you like it really, really sweet, add more sugar. Seriously, add more sugar. Again, add it slowly and a little bit at a time so you can hit the right point. We did a cup and a quarter. A lot of this recipe originally called for 1 box of powdered sugar, which I think was 16 ounces. 16 ounces of powdered fluff. That's or a pound. Yeah, it was a pound of sugar.
I cannot even
And that's
imagine.
a lot of sugar. That'd be like, I think 3 or 4 cups.
I can't even imagine what that would taste like with a pound of sugar.
Right, so it's going to be really, really sweet in comparison to the cake. If you really like that, do it. For us, I think we'd be good with,
I think we're good.
yeah, with a cup and a quarter, along with the other ingredients. So, when the cake comes out and cools a little bit, this is what we'll be spreading on the cake. And yeah, we'll show you that in a little bit. This is what it should look like. And it's a nice golden color, kind of all the way around. You can see that it's kind of cracking. This is good, because it tells you that it's baked all the way through, that it's baked to the dryness you want for a cake. Because you don't want it ooey gooey in the middle. You want it completely cooked. And it smells good. So, we'll be back in about 20-25 minutes thereabouts, and we'll show you how to frost it, and then I guess we'll cut a piece and put it on a plate, see how it turned out. All right, so it's now cool enough. It's still a little warm, but it's not like, oh my gosh, if we leave this here, it's going to melt right off. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this stuff and smear it all over this stuff. And you just want to cover everything, so you don't have to worry about, making sure. Make sure you cover everything. Ta-da. There you have it. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, right?
Yep. I'll let him do it.
Wow. It looks really good. Can I have another plate? I think we should try it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do this one.
Okay. Carrot cake. Even the bunnies will like it.
You were right.
It's good, isn't it? So, that's a really good recipe for carrot cake. I think we could have made it a little sweeter.
No, it's perfect.
No, really? All right.
It's perfect.
With a cream cheese, frosting. And yeah, that's really good. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a texture to it because of the carrot and also the nuts. But
I don't like that at all.
no, it's a nice mouthfeel and it's light and fluffy. It's really nice, light and fluffy cake. So there you go. There's a reason why it's a fan favorite. So, thank you so much for joining us. Definitely ring the bell to find out when there's new videos. Subscribe, like the channel, like the video, and comment. Please let us know if you tried it, if you made any changes or anything. You can contact us and let us know what you would like to see in future videos. Plus, if you would like to help an author out, definitely sign up for my Patreon, because not only do you get to see these really cool cooking videos, but you find out about my miniatures, and if you pick a high enough tier, you get a book that is nowhere else. So, Patreon is patreon.com/Siobhan Muir. Really hard to remember. So thank you for joining us. Happy making, happy baking, happy eating, and happy reading. See you later.